You said something that is very rare to some extent. Your parents, Latino, have been together for over 50 years and are still together.
Yeah. Yeah.
My question here is, what did you learn from that? And what were some of their struggles that you had to witness, that kept them together for 50 years? Because you had 50 years, you had to see a lot and you had to learn a lot from both mother and father, as well as your siblings. What were some of those core values and some of those things that you was like, I can't believe this is happening. I don't want this to happen to me, that you had to explain to your father and mom, and they had to sit down and say, look, this is how life is. This is how you navigate this particular situation.
Well, I always say that when it comes to the parent pool, I won. I won when it comes to the parent pool. So I got very lucky. My parents that are not only still together, they still like each other. They still like each other. They laugh a lot. They have fun together. They still, they still have sex. So, and we know all of these things because they're pretty transparent. So I grew up in a household where every topic was on the table. It didn't matter what it was.
Right.
And so what I did witness was that they really rode for each other, right? And so when my parents first got together, my grandmother didn't really like my mother. And one day my grandmother and my aunt made her cry. And my father went back to his mother, which is like unheard of in like the Latino community. Like you're not talking like what mom says goes, right? Like the respect level. And he said, you are not treating my wife that way, and put his foot down. And
Wow.
so they really rode for each other. But I think what's embedded in especially a Latino community for Latinas, it's like we come last. So we take care of everybody. That's what it means to be a good person.
Right.
Everybody comes first, especially the men in our family.
I heard
But
that.
yes, 100%. I mean, the brothers, the uncles, the cousins, everybody comes first. But my household was a little bit more progressive. It had threads of that, but not as much as other households. And so my parents, my dad was a little bit of like a hippie in the 70s. So a little bit more of a progressive relationship that they had.
Mhm.
And so, but what I learned was that there's still struggles, meaning like they had their struggles, especially thinking about they had 4 children together. 3 of them were teenagers at the same time. That's not easy.
Mm.
Anyone who's raised a teenager knows that is not easy.
Were they all
Uh,
girls or boys and girls?
Boys and girls. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's my sister, myself, 2 boys.
Okay.
And my sister and I are like best friends, yin and yang for sure. But they really raised us, from my point of view, to say family first.
Right.
You could have all the friends in the world, but at the end of the day, your family is what matters.
Mhm.
And also to just love people. And that's just, I've seen them go through ups and downs, definitely more ups than there were downs. But what I really learned for me personally, and I remember telling them this, well into my 30s, like, you guys made me think this was easy. They have such a beautiful relationship that I just thought love conquers all.
Mhm.
And I stayed in relationships entirely too long, looking at theirs, thinking that it will work itself